been telling, say, I've been telling people that man goes to the gym. You don't want to believe me.
Once a year. Huh? You know what he talks about, but no one can see it.
I listen.
Jazzie's the one guy that goes to the gym.
I started with the realness, you know. We got Arnold Jorge and Humza. What's happening, man?
Yeah, man.
You look good?
I remember these, you know, when man was broke. You know, you're back in the day, this was the family biscuit.
Trust me, man.
I didn't know about Maryland and them things, bro.
You know what? You know what? This was dinner. This was breakfast at times.
I used to break them in half, so I thought it was like 2 of them.
Yeah, you know about putting peanut butter in the middle?
No.
Open it up.
I was never
what was that? I don't think we've ever really like sat down like this. Well, we normally do this like obviously outside of the cameras and stuff, but
or shisha lounges with Humza.
Oh, listen, this guy here, yeah.
I've been to one in my life.
This guy, anytime you go look him on the set, after you're always going to end up at one shisha lounge. He knows every shisha lounge owner. I'm not even being stereotypical or nothing. This is honest. Every time we shoot with this guy, we'll bring it to a different shisha lounge and we'll go backstage, not backstage, VIP in that shisha lounge. How do you do it? Was even in Manchester.
Oh yeah.
Was even in Manchester on tour.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
And this guy, because me and him don't rave, we don't party. These men are wild. So obviously, I'll go do my own thing. I'll probably stay in the hotel, whatever. This guy, I remember one time, because I was gonna call my friends when they come and go and shisha. A big Range Rover, something pulls up with 2 Asians in there, sitting back here, and they were going where?
Yeah,
to a shisha lounge in Manchester. How?
No, it's true. You actually.
You didn't want to call me, didn't call me.
No, but how did you get the link? Like, you got at least like every single.
We was in Manchester randomly, like we was all going back to the hotel. I swear to God, he actually did say that. He was like, "Yeah, guys, I'm gonna meet you." We're like, "Bro, we got an early start tomorrow." He's like, "Yeah, no, don't worry, bruv." He was in a shisha
lounge doing his thing. I don't know how.
I don't know.
Should have come, man. You missed out, bro.
We're
definitely going after this.
It's the fact the Range Rover came to pick you up, bro. That's what, like, how?
Yeah, I was even surprised, to be honest. I was like, wow.
Wasn't it? That was all part of the. This is like,
bro, it's no lie, you know. I swear. Every time we meet Humza, it's definitely shisha.
Same thing last time after the rehearsals that we were doing with the Smoky Barbers. Where did he go again? He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go north."
Yeah, yeah.
I don't recall any of these.
All the time.
How many friends are you? Do you not just all wake up and say, we're going to own shisha lounges?
You know what? The shisha bar is like the equivalent of a pub. You know what I mean?
That's
for me. So that's like where I go to like chill out, wine, like just talk. I don't
normally have like one main one. You've got...
Yeah, you got bare, like every area.
Yeah, but if you go to the same place all the time, it's kind of lonely.
Even when we filmed, even when we filmed... when I filmed with you, what was it? Diary of a Badman, the earlier stages. As soon as we finished, I swear we was in Ilford, bruv. No, was it Ilford? No, but it wasn't even the one that we used to go to. It was another one.
The same place.
It was this, bruh, it was mad.
It's like even as far as even owning one. That's how he's loved it so much.
He's a legend.
He said, I'm just going to own this.
You know what? I'm just going to do it. I want to start with you, Arnold. Obviously, you and me, you know, we met like what? When did we first meet?
I can't lie.
At the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning.
We went back in the
It was that way. We have to go all the way back, and then we're going to come to Humza.
We met, I think I was 16, I think. 17. I don't know what it was. But I was a director. I remember at the time I was working with T-Boy.
Yep.
Don't know how I met T-Boy.
Big up T-Boy, big up T-Boy.
The legend, man. I was
legend.
And he allowed me to film his sitcom. He had a sitcom. He wanted to come away from... God, like, we need to come away from the camera. We wanted to start being more... To be seen, innit? We had a sitcom we were doing called Freshie of London. Like a spin-off to like Fresh Prince. And he allowed me and my production company to, you know, film it for him. So we were filming it. And I remember, I was just this young kid. I remember I was more behind the scenes at first. And then I remember... I didn't know who T-Boy was. I knew he was, but I didn't know who he was. So I remember we was chilling, we was filming in London City Airport one day, and some fan was on the bus.
Supporters
was on the bus. They got off the bus, right? We saw this kid waving at him, whatever. They were like, yeah, boom, boom, whatever. So we thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
I don't know where the next stop was, but this kid took long. Like 10 minutes later, this kid's, let me get a picture, man. And then 10 minutes. I don't know. I think he halfway he probably thought this is getting ridiculous, but he's committed. Yeah. So we've got there, and I thought, I want the front of the camera stuff, man. This is like, it's dope, isn't it? So T-Boy started putting me in these things, and I remember I was watching, because to be honest, I've never seen the Jazzy show as a show.
Okay.
I've seen clips.
I've never that's kind of like the first time you tell me that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk every day. Like, I thought you saw the show, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna.
That's kind of how you got the job, baby. Like,
I give those biscuits back.
Throw that out. Nah, you know what it was? I'd seen it on, you know, the clips. You know, back in the days.
Yeah.
But I never had Sky. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have Sky. 360 was on Sky. So I wasn't fortunate enough. I remember my friend had it on record. When Jazzy Show came out, it was the biggest show.
Yeah.
I remember my friend had it on record. I was like, I need to go see it. Like, but I never got around to come to house because he recorded it. So I'd see the clips and I was like, bro, like, this is what I've been trying to do. Like no one's understood. I'm the kind of person that have a vision in my head, but no one understands it.
Of course.
I need to show it sometimes. You know, when you're so early, you're trying to explain a show, someone's like, that's not going to work. I'm like, finally, this is something that I'm trying to tell people that I want to do. Like, no one's getting it. You know what I mean? So I remember I was doing all that, and I don't know, I think I had a show. I had like a comedy show I was doing called Hey Arnold at the time. I was trying to just get my name out. I done this show, I think I was 17.
By the way, sorry, man, that Hey Arnold show was sick because I got invited to one and it was crazy. I remember it was packed out. And this was the time when Funky House was popping as well. So it was like loads of the Funky House artists. That was good times.
What I rate is when I hit up, I think I met Jazzie. I can't remember how I met him. And I was like, yo, can you come and do something at the show? And they came.
Come on.
Jazzie was hot. Like, they didn't even charge, man. Like,
come on.
I had to pay T-Boy. Me and T-Boy was best friends. But Jazzie's manager was like, yo, your old manager at the time.
Yeah.
Was like,
Shout out Andrew Morrison.
They came down, man, and I think I even emailed him. That's how bad it. It's mad that we talked about. I emailed. I emailed him. I emailed Jazzy Movement. He's had the same email for time, you know, consistent. But I emailed him, and I was like, yo, could you come down? And I think that's when we met. And I don't know what happened, but from there, I don't know how. This is mad. I thought telling the story, I was gonna know how we met. But you came to the show, but then I don't know how we met after, because I think from there, obviously I went uni for a year. I went for uni for a year. You reminded me. So we met from that, whatever. Then I was like, cool, I'm gonna write this show. I wrote this show. I wanted to get Jazzie and Adam Deacon in the show. So I was like, yeah, I got this show, and I went to AKA because I remember I was pestering Digi Dan at the time. I don't know if we're allowed to say that name.
No, we can, man. Shout out to Digi Dan still.
I was pestering him up, and then I remember he unfollowed me on Facebook the first time I was pestering him, and I thought,
don't take that.
Pride. But I thought, you know what?
I said, don't take that.
Added him back though.
Yeah.
And then when I added him back, he got back and got touch with me. He's like, yeah, let's have a meeting. And I went to meet him, and I had this show, and I thought, back in the days, I thought every TV show has money. You know, when you're a kid, you think every TV show has money. So I've got this show. I want to get Jazzie Adam Deacon. It's a sitcom. Got this, that. And he was like to me, looked at me and said, bro, I'll be real. We ain't got no peas to pay you, but we can give you the platform.
Yeah.
I was like, how are we gonna make a show with no peas, innit? Because peas is money for those who are wondering. So he's thinking, how are we gonna make a show with no money? And obviously, I think once that's happened, I thought, okay, whatever, abandon, man, I'm not going to do anything with them. And then I remember, because I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to get in front of the camera, I still wanted to be a writer and just respected actor. And then...
and let them know as well, how old were you at that time still?
I was 17.
So 17.
And then they've hit me up back and said, you know what? Jazzie's gone uni, but we need you to interview 50 Cent on his show. I'm like, so funny. And I was like, bro, man. I was like, bro, I'm not doing that, man. Like, obviously, I just didn't want to do it. Because them times that was a hood you, whatever, I just wanted to be a right actor. I don't know what I was. I was like, nah, that's too long. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. They were like, nah, you got to. I was like, brother, obviously, as a fan of the guy, I think if we're going to do it, I should be like he's younger. We should make like a name. Easy, like just a one-off. I just wanted it to be one-off. I was like, you know what? Eventually, Digi came round, got round, and I was like, cool, I'll do it. It needs to be a one-off. And I'm not going to come as like myself because Jazzie shows, like, I think it's funny. So me to just come like, hello, so it's not going to work. So we're like, how are we going to angle it? Cool, this guy's younger that Jazzie's trying to bring into the industry and leave the roads, innit? Yeah. So he's like, yeah, A Squeezy, you can have a water gun, you squeeze it, you're Arnold, A Squeezy. Cool, one off quickly, let's go and do it.
Yeah, one off.
And then they called me again for another one.
And sorry, so for anyone that doesn't really know the history too much, so A Squeezy was basically like the younger version of the character that I used to have, like an alter ego called Jay Weezy. So he was kind of like an aspiring actor, aspiring artist, and he was just basically clashing all the MCs that you're probably seeing now, you know what I mean? What you mean? You get me? Say, resume.
It was like a Dexter's Laboratory. You know Dexter's Laboratory had that tall guy in the show. That's how I pictured it. I'm dumb like that. I was like, Dexter's Laboratory. He's got Dexter, then he's got that other you that just has the... So I'm like, that's how it's going to be. Cool, we'll do it. And then they called me to do another shoot. We had to go meet Wiley, but Wiley didn't turn up. Ali went because I thought Wiley was
obviously, Wiley don't turn up. Hold tight, Wiley, though.
It was mad. So I went there. We done those 2 things. The show came out on Christmas, and then it took off. But the maddest thing is, I was like to them, yo, I want to do a show with Jazz, innit? Like, I think we should talk to him. Because them times, like, to me, Jazzy was big. So I was like, I didn't know him like that. So I'm like, talk to him, innit? Like, get him to be on doing the show with me and just make it like, I just come on every time as that little younger. Like, and then they were just some funny business going on. They tried to make it seem...
Yeah, it's very funny.
They tried to play us against each other. You know how it goes.
It started to become beef still.
Yeah, because I'm a 17-year-old kid from the ends. They trying to make it look like Jazzy don't want me to eat. I'm like, I'm a fan. Like, how could he don't want me to eat? I don't understand. Not in those direct words, but they were subliminally trying to make it look like we was not trying to support. But I'm to them saying, look, get me on his show, the Jazzy show. I don't care if it's called the Jazzy. Like, as you can see now, it's Jazzies Barbers. I don't want the name thing. I'm just like, just put me on it, as like how you just did there.
Yeah,
that would work because Jazzy show's a big show.
Yeah.
Give me a
and I think you forgot to mention as well that the fact that when you came in with the actual character, when you interviewed 50 Cent, it actually went crazy. So it actually, part of the reason why now, you know, you had the platform now to say, look, I want to have the show and whatever. You got to let them know, man. You were popping, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everyone saw that it was Christmas.
But I wanted it to be things, but it didn't work out. And eventually, I'd done a show, my own show when I was 18. But I didn't want to do my own show. I wanted to just be a co-host on the Jazzy show. If that's me. No one knows. People know, but if no one knows, that's the honest truth. That's what I ideally wanted. But it went into becoming a show. I didn't want to do a show. Obviously, I don't know, man. I just didn't. That's not what I wanted. A-Squeeze is good. It changed my life. It helped me a lot. But that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to... I wanted to write and create.
Yeah,
what we're doing now. This is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy creating. If I'm in it and I get the opportunity to be in it, great. You know what I mean? But if not, it's just knowing that you've created something. Because when you create things, it lives on. Like A-Squeeze and Jay Weezy, Diary of a Bad Man, they all live on. No matter what happens,
facts.
They will live on for a long time. You know where I'm coming from. And, you know, without a creator, you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Without, even up to get even deep, like without God, for example, you ain't got nothing. There's always a creator of some sort. So you need to be a creator. So that's why I didn't want to do this, but it happened. But it's good. So how we met, me and Jazzy weren't friends at one point. We weren't really friends for a long time. There was bitterness so much. I remember we done that interview.
Yeah. So basically, let me.
It's online as well.
Let me land on this one, baby. Because this one was crazy.
What was this interview?
I think it was Grime Daily. It was Grime Daily.
No, not even that. Talk about, remember when...
when
you come,
So we, so...
He said some things as a joke, but I know they were.
I know.
So basically what was happening was... So basically... So the people that were working with me was now working, obviously, with Arnold, yeah? So at this time, I was at uni as well. So I'm coming to this show. So outside of all of this, I'm doing like live shows. So I do like hosting. For people that don't know, I do a lot of hosting outside of there. So what happens? What did you
say in the interview, bro?
Yeah, I'm coming to it. I got, you know. So as they come through now, the director basically from Channel U, like Dan, he's like, yo, bro. So basically, Squeezy's gonna come down, but he's gonna do something where he's gonna move to you. So I'm like, move to who? Like,
is that what he said to you?
Yeah, like yeah. So it's like they're gonna move to you, like, but you're gonna act like boom, boom, boom. And I was thinking, bro, why are you like, bro? He's already doing his thing. There's no need to kind of like, you know what I mean? So anyway, he come down, and already in my head, I'm just like, bro, I don't even really want to do this, innit? So as he's coming down now, I'm looking at him, and because of all the gas, this is what happens when you're young, people, yeah? This is why I always say, be around people, yeah, that like, just have good people around you, because if we didn't have good people around us and we wasn't able to talk it out, we wouldn't even be here right now, you know what I mean? Because at that moment, I remember, because you was rocking the Play Dot hat, yeah? Big up Play Dot for back in the day. So you was like, kind of like, the swag was kind of like how Jay Weezy was kind of like dressed. I'm thinking, bruh, you lot are trying to take the mick. And before all of this, the reason why I was kind of feeling the type of way, because I used to be at Channel U. So when certain people finished their shows, yeah, they would kind of like boy it a little bit. So like, for example, the Ill Out show, Ace and Viz, when they had their show, the next people that took over, they like put a line behind the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like every time they were always like subliminals.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, this is another subliminal, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like this. So obviously when we're doing the little skit and whatever, I'm being I'm joking, but I'm not joking, if you know what I mean. And
I could sense that. I come from me. You know you can just sense it, but I'm not going to do anything about it. The thing was online, it was like, he went from 0 to 100.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like, yes.
I was like, you know, I gotta play the game. I gotta play the game. I was like, yeah, 1-0.
But you know where?
But
you know where the actual thing came from. The actual where it really got like, I think where it got real sticky with me and you. I was like, it was the Grime Daily video that come out. So basically, I was on tour, so I was doing like a tour or whatever. I think I was in Manchester, and Grime Daily were there on some, I think I was there for like I think I was hosting Bigger Fish or something like that. It was one of them tours over there, and they were there, they were hosting it. I mean, I was hosting it, and they were there like, yo, bro, yeah, man, I'm seeing that, like, you know, you're doing your thing, but like, yo, man, Squeezy, as soon as they said the name, bro, like, I'm thinking, my man ain't got nothing on me. What are you talking about? I was like, what? Squeezy, come on, man. He ain't got... He was like, bro, it's looking like, you know, he's doing his thing. Rare tear tear. And you got to remember, at this time, we're young. You see, I'm coming from. We're all from... Like, he was at college. I just started uni. Like, we don't know the industry like that. No one has taught us how to act. We're not media trained. Like, all it is for us is kind of like, if someone's getting at us, it's very much kind of like you go defensive. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So I was real cocky with it. I'm like, Squeeze, like, come on, man, he ain't got nothing on me. So the video goes out. Now, at this moment in time, yeah, I'm big within my own rights, right? And obviously, Arnold, yeah, I was, you know, yeah. So I was like, yeah, you know, why are we being humble? Yeah, yeah. So I was doing my thing. So I was doing my thing. And then I think, when it came out now, Arnold like rang me. He was like, "Yo, bro, like."
No, let me.
Oh yeah, God, this is your time, yeah.
What I didn't like was this guy had sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Everything that could have got me mad. The fact he had sunglasses.
Arrogant.
He was holding an cup of alcohol. Really know everyone was around him. That's what I didn't like. I didn't care what he said. I didn't remember what he said. I just remember how they asked me. He's like, hey, "Listen, man."
Jazzie, man.
Yeah,
I was like, what? So I've called.
You should have banged him.
I've called.
I was moving cocky still.
That's what in college. I've called. Posty. I said, brother, you better take this down. This video's coming down today. You get where I'm coming from? I'm like, nah. And I'm ready. I've got my whatever. So I'm like, brother, I'm out. Because them times I was still an arrogant, ignorant kid. So I was like, bro, nah. I'm just getting mad. And now I think about it, I was like, I should have just gone on Twitter and got my name on. But I've done the wrong thing behind the scenes, but it's cool. So then I've called Jazz and I said, yo, bro, I can't lie, I'm not happy. I've called Jazz with the tip of like, you know what, that's happened, the other things happened. Even though it sounds dumb, I'm ready to fight. Like, bun it. Like, he don't like me. Yeah. I'm a fan, but he's treating me like, you know, you're thinking, I'm a fan, he's treating me like, I'm like, what have I done to you? Cool, but I'm not knowing all that. Yeah. I'm not knowing all the behind it. I didn't even know what they said about the... Yeah. I'm not knowing, I'm just thinking, what, I never see people on my ear.
Why do you think they did that though?
It was to get them up.
It was just that at the time, you gotta remember, at the time, yeah, the industry, it wasn't, people ain't doing it on purpose. It's just like, it's a competitive thing. It's just very much kind of like everyone wants to get views.
And they know I don't like it. And they know I don't want to do it. Yeah. On top of that, they know I don't want to do that. How I am, even he knows. He's still trying to get me. I don't want to do a lot of things that I do.
Yeah. They obviously wanted a reaction though.
Yeah,
it was a reaction.
I think that, I don't think he wanted to do it, so they took it away. And thought, raw, he don't want to do his show. He don't do his show. We need one of them to say yes.
Yeah.
He's talking like that. You don't do it. How are you going to look? You know, stuff like that.
Because we was getting to a point, because when I was at uni, I was already like on the brink, because I was like, it was my first year at uni, and I was thinking to myself, I need a change. Like, I need to do something. Like, I need to break out of this whole Jay Weezy thing. Because at the time, I was like, you know, when you're just kind of like hood famous, I was like, nah, man, I want people now, like loads of different people to kind of know who I am or whatever. And then I was just kind of like on the brink of like doing another hood as well. So I was just like, nah, whatever. And then obviously when that happened, Arnold.
So we spoke it out. Become friends, or you just?
No, we did. No,
we had
we spoke it out like men. I think we had that was like a 3-hour conversation on the phone. He told me about another hood. We spoke. We laughed. It was like, bro, oh, run. I remember I was going out. I was going out somewhere. I remember I was going out and I was so late. I was on the phone for about 3 hours.
Squeezy late? Never.
We were speaking. We were speaking for time.
Yeah.
No, but you know what though? I want to know how you met Humza. That's what I want to know.
I like that.
Yeah. That was a good little. You get me, Humza. Talk to him.
Yeah, man.
Because he's here, we might as well win it.
Talk to him.
No, but before we even start with me, like after the conversation, what was the
what happened? What happened was we literally got together and we started to link. We started to link up.
We said, you know what? Let's show them what's good and link up.
Who called who?
No, it was both of us really. It was like
you can't both call each other at the same time.
You can. No. He called. No. I think he hit me up.
He thought you meant who called the thing. I'm saying who physically.
Who made the phone call? Who made that phone call?
Well, he called me based on the fact I was angry.
Huh?
He was angry.
You don't have to spud me. I already got my street cred back then.
Yeah, he was angry. So
we left that. We left that. You know what I mean? Trying to give me street cred.
Yeah, he called me angry.
Trying to help you, man.
What does he do, lad? Because he's got a baby next. He gives my street cred. Yeah, man. How do you meet Humza, blood?
How do we meet you?
We met. It was actually funny. We met. My mate JP. He also does YouTube videos.
Shout out JP.
He was at the gym.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I've been telling people that man goes to the gym. You don't want to believe me.
Once a year.
Huh? You know what he talks about, but no one can see it.
I listen.
Jazzie's the one guy that goes to the gym. Yeah.
Hey,
and he's in a vest and everything.
Hey, listen, talk
he
to
was
them.
in the gym.
I was in the gym.
Even when JP called me, he's like, oh, you know Jazzie? I was like, of course I do. And then he's like, he's at the gym. And I was like, I don't know if it was a prank or something because it wasn't hard enough. And I was like, oh, that was a long one. And then and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then he's like, yeah, shall I talk to him? And I was like, oh, that's a bit stalkerish, isn't it? But if you speak to him, just let him know that I'm a fan. Yeah. And then he obviously, JP has no shame whatsoever. He'll go to anyone and just start talking. You know, we all know that. And you guys started talking.
Yeah.
And I think somehow he was just like, oh, you should be in Diary of a Bad Man.
I say, Jazzie in that Diary of a Bad Man, that was sick.
Yeah,
I can't lie. I don't find this guy funny. But that was the only episode.
He actually says this all the time, you know.
That was the only episode that I've watched. I didn't watch the whole episode. And I'm in Diary of a Bad Man. That's the only episode I watched. And then Jazzie popped up. And I was like, how's it gone?
Yeah.
I was thinking, how did he get Jazzie in the video before me?
So back to my story. Yeah. You've had 35 minutes, my G. That's like more than 50%. So then afterwards, he just came down. And it was literally the same thing. It was like just a full-on humble one. Because I was thinking, even me, I was thinking, oh, do I have to pay him? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, the way my account's set up, I don't even know if I could afford Jazzie. And he just came and he just like, we just vibed and we both kind of wanted the same thing. We just wanted to just work and create content and just make people laugh. And that's one thing I respected. And that's...
Really bad content.
Huh?
Sorry, no, go.
What did you say?
Nothing. I've had 45 minutes.
You know what? You know what's so funny though? Because before JP came down, met me in the gym. We had to. Come on, plugins.
That should be the title.
That should be the title.
And more stories.
Don't think it's clickbait.
No, joking. Hey, go Jimmy.
You know what? Just before all of that, what's so crazy is that's why I was saying that things happen in weird. It's just weird because just before that, a couple of weeks before that, the girl that I was with at the time, she was like, yo, man, like, check. She's the one who showed me your videos.
Yeah.
And I was like looking and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. I see what he's doing. I like it. Boom, boom, boom. And I was just literally watching all the Badmans and stuff. And I was like, she was like, yeah, you should. Yeah. I watch everything. I watch everything.
Oh, you actually, I thought you meant you had to. No. Sorry, go.
I watch everything,
Thanks,
literally. This is their relationship, like, they're like this all the time, by the way.
I don't like Humza, but I have to like him.
Like, they're
like Jazzie's friend.
Because I can help him, you know what I mean? Because I can help him.
Jazzie's friend. He's the only friend that doesn't help me. This guy will tag everyone in the video but me.
I tagged you on the Insta Snap half an hour ago.
I never understand it.
Yeah, you did.
No, honestly, I got bare love for Squeezy. I got more love for Jazzie.
So much love for me. He calls me Squeezy. Even I hate that name.
I didn't even know. Nah, but Squeezy's my boy.
Again.
So I was just basically saying how I saw the videos, and then when I came down to shoot, where did we shot in where was it? Staines, the first Where was it?
What was the first scene?
It was when we was outside and I told you I was trying to get the Adidas deal. And I was like, get my Adidas crepes from the beginning. When
Wasn't that black and brown?
No, that weren't black and brown. Yeah.
This guy's always getting sponsored. Even the first black and brown. Like, he just had his feet up, being near the camera. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, am I getting paid as well for this?
I bought a crep that he was wearing in the video.
And then, as was it like Crep Protect or something?
Yeah, Crep Protect.
Probably he put it in the middle of the scene, right on the table, randomly. And he's like, oh, I just got a little thing in it.
He loves it, innit? He loves it.
Like, this guy makes, he just like literally.
Bro, this is
the amount of adverts he's done in his content without people knowing. He's mad.
But it was fun, man. It was fun. I wanted to talk about, obviously, we did, you know, we've all come together for the barbershop and stuff like that, man. But I think what a lot of people would want to know is the process, man. Like, what is it that makes you lot still, like, what makes you lot keep going? Because we've been here for years, right? We've been here for years. And sometimes, you know, we might feel like we're unappreciated sometimes, or we might be underrated, or we're rated, whatever. Sometimes, you know, you got them days where you just feel like, you know what, man, forget this, man.
I'm all right, you know, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I don't know
good?
about you, Squeezy, but
I'm all right. You just put a post saying you...
And that was on Insta, innit?
Was it on Insta?
It's different.
It's different to YouTube. Carry on.
Yeah. You're more inconsistent than me when it comes to YouTube.
Bruv, you haven't even made the video since like 1997.
You take like 3 years to edit.
This guy makes so much money.
Episode 1 out, yeah? And then 3 years later, episode 2 comes out.
But at least I put episode out.
That's true.
This guy's so rich. Look at his hands.
You know,
Hey, wait, hold on. We have
Humza
to
puts the editing process more than he puts the episodes on. How many editing processes he does, innit?
Yeah, but people need to know about the grind.
Let's talk about the grind. I want people to kind of know this is the process. What does it take, man, to keep this going? Because there's a lot of people, I'm sure, you know, we hear it all the time, like, yo, man, I want to do comedy. Yo, man, I want to get into this. Like, what would be your advice for them?
I wouldn't give anyone advice because I don't want no one to overtake me. I want everyone to just stop doing comedy videos and just allow me to do my own videos. And I'm talking to every comedian, even every comedian. Every comedian. I want them to just stop doing videos so that I can make a
can shine.
Yeah, because I've been quiet for quite too long, like you said, 1997.
Yeah.
I need to make some videos. And I'm
but you're getting bare money anyway. You're writing, like, you wrote this.
Getting money don't mean anything.
Yes, you know what? That's
you're Asian, the wrong person.
Yeah, for real. The Asian brothers are getting way too much money right now.
I'm joking. The process, I'll tell you, look, for real, guys, stay true to you, man. And at the end of the day, never take offense in this game.
Yeah, that's mad. I think for me, personally,
in this game,
no, but it's good.
The cut-off was so sick.
No, it's not.
Man said, yeah, that's nice. That cut-off was so smooth.
We need to be serious. We need to be serious because Jazz can have a serious meeting.
Yeah.
We're not going to be there, but I don't have that meeting. So for me, the process is, like I said, never take offense because imitation is one of the best form of flattery.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you're going to get copied. A lot of times things are going to get copied. And as comedians, as creators, we do take offense to certain things. I'll be honest and say you'd watch something and think, I did that. Or how come I didn't get props when I did that? And I think it's learning not to take offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's learning not to take offense because there's times when, you know, I'd see a lot of people being mentioned back in the days. I'm not trying to say that I'm a big name. I don't really think I'm big like these two. I think these two are massive. I would never see that as me. But I'm like, I played a part in the come up, but sometimes your name won't come up and you'll be like, what? Like, how could, like, my name ain't coming up? But I remember when you know what I mean? Like, all these little things that, like for example, I'd say, to me, T-Boy's the GOAT.
T-Boy!
The gigs, and I'd say he's the boom.
T-Boy.
You've got myself and Jazz, right? Who done the urban thing and took it to another degree, having celebrities in videos, you know, being in celebrities' videos, and all these things that we did, right? And people would say, oh, nah, like, this guy that's doing exactly what Jazzie done, exactly what I done. And then you've got Humza who took the Asian crowd by storm and brought elements of urban to it, but still kept it mainstream.
Yeah, you ain't crazy.
You know things like this, and it's like, how could people not mention that? You know what I mean? How could you make a film, for example, about the industry, like comedy, urban, and not put us three in it? And that's in the most humblest way possible. I'll never say this openly, but it's the first time I'm saying this. It's like, that's what I feel like it's hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna accept that, because sometimes that does get you and it stops you. You're thinking, I'm putting so much work and no one didn't even give me my props. What's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the point? I might as well just, stop because how? Like, you know what I mean? Just the things that we've done. Like, man had big celebrities from mainstream to non-mainstream in our video. Remember when Jazzie done a video JLS, blood, when they were popping? That's when I was like, my God, JLS on this show.
You know what I mean? We are,
This is a guy that's on. And then
sorry as well, just as we're at it, bro, I was doing, we had gigs on the show.
Kelly Rowland.
We had Kelly Rowland. We had Pink. We had who else did we have? We had
sketches, getting people getting all these formats that were started back then.
Yeah, we had
Humza was filming and editing his own thing. I remember when he called me to do something. Obviously, I knew he was, because I don't even remember. It was a show, it was a Come Down With Me show. And did you get help time ago? It was me, you, Poet. That was my old manager time ago. And that's how I got introduced to Humza. And I was like, is this views fake? Because I hadn't heard of him. You know what I mean? When back then it was like, how was this views
was crazy.
Because obviously I wasn't in that crowd. So I'm not saying to take any film, but I was just thinking, I'm saying that's how much hit he was getting. I thought, is this guy's hit fake? Because I don't know him, but look at, he's big.
His views was crazy, crazy.
No one ain't done that. No one ain't done that. Like, I feel like no one ain't done that yet. You get where I'm coming from. So little things like that. And even I was at his show and he was saying his story about he just wanted to be an actor. I didn't know he was acting and doing things before, and then thought, Bunny, I'm just gonna do my thing. And someone to say, Bunny, do my thing, and then it take off. It's like, how could you not give man props and say, yo, well done? Even if you don't find man funny or think I don't find him funny, but I rate him. You get where I'm coming from?
I swear, he said this, I have to kind of always, interfere. This is, you see what you're hearing there? This is these men in real life. This is how they talk in real life. Every time.
We love each other. We just, it's one of those ones, you can't say you love. When tough love to your son. Go get a job, but then you're happy that you come back with good grades. He's like, oh, Dad, look, I got A's. And you're like, so what job are you going to get now? But deep down, you're like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? I talk highly of him when I'm not around him.
And to be fair, he's supportive, though, because he comes to the
100%.
events and stuff.
I think the only advice that I'd give is, and this is something that I think we've all done, is even if we've had, time out here and there or whatever, but it's about being consistent. It's about, if you keep playing the game, you're going to be winning more. The more you stop, I think we got kind of knew at a time, we've had so many deep conversations amongst ourselves about, when you do have that dry spell where you're not feeling anything or you're not feeling passionate or motivated, or you may not be feeling appreciative or whatever it is, to actually stop and not continue, you're the one losing at the end of the day. No one else is. So I think consistency is the most important thing. It's about how hard you want it. If you work harder than everyone in the room, then you're doing something right. But then if you're always in a room and, you're always on top, you're also losing as well, because you need to be around people who've got that same mentality who are going to drive you and motivate you more. So I think that, that's what it is. And for me, I just wanted to make people laugh and to make people think as well, because I think that in this day and age, we talk about mental health a lot. I'm doing a lot of mental health stuff. And I think that
big up, by the way. I see your last project, man. That was crazy.
Man,
I really liked it. I was touched. I called you straight away.
Yeah, I remember that. So
I
made a thing called Boys Don't Cry. And it's about toxic masculinity. Just about how, for men, it's very hard for us to kind of open up and talk about certain things because we're, brought up in a certain way that we should kind of, I think especially from the older generation, we've been taught, don't be a girl, don't be like a pansy or whatever they say, you shouldn't show that, being sensitive is being weak or feeling sad is being weak. So, so I made that video and stuff, but in general, I just want to do comedy because whoever's let's just say we make a video and, people watching Jazzies Barbers. And let's just say at that moment of time, the person who's watching it is going through, whether it's family issues or heartbreak or losing a loved one or whatever it is, they're going through a rough time. But let's just say I make a joke or Jazzie makes a joke or Arnold, makes a joke. I called you Arnold at the end.
You got it.
I know it's a bit hard. But for those 10 seconds when that person is laughing, they forget everything. And I think that's the most beautiful thing you can do for another human being. And that's why I genuinely enjoy comedy. And I'm just going to keep going, man. And the thing is as well, Arnold, I always told you about this, Like,
You sounded like beef, bro.
No, but you know what? You're always paying attention, yeah, to what other people are thinking. And I keep telling you, I'm like here, and I'm like, bruv, it's harder to look at the picture when you're in it. I'm saying, bruv, you're winning, bruv. Yeah, and sometimes you let people like deter you. Like, bruv, they're no one. Bruv, you're here, and someone here is saying something, and that should never bother you. At the end of the day,
sorry to cut you. I think I have these conversations. It's so weird, right? Because I feel like as we're all here sitting down, I feel like we're all kind of like strong within our own rights, innit? Yeah. And it's like when you're talking about, for example, like Arnold, but then sometimes like I'll be like, oh, I don't know. But then Arnold's the strong figure for me. And then it would be like, you know what I mean? It changes with the time. It's crazy.
I'll quickly say it because you took most of the time. Like, we were in New York. He was in New York like about 3 months ago.
Yeah, 3 months ago. 4 months ago.
So anyway, I get there and I get a DM and he was just like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Raw," like not even a hello. So I said, "Oh, I'm just mad busy right now. I'm just in New York, but when I come back, let's link up." He was like, "I'm in New York too," and I was like, "No way." Within a couple of hours, he was at a comedy show.
Yeah.
And we were like 15 minutes away from each other, which was mad.
Madness.
And literally a few hours later, we met up and we just started talking or whatnot. And I remember at one point, I think when we went back to the hotel, we were just chilling. And he was talking about all his plans and rare. And I remember at one point, I was like, bruv, shut up and you got to do what you got to do. Because this guy's got so many ideas and so many things. But he just, in it, like, do you know what I mean? And I was like, and now look, and bro, as soon as you put that trailer, as soon as you came back and you said, that's it, Jazzies Barbers is happening.
Yeah.
And then straight away, as soon as the trailer came out, the hype around it was so mental. And I called him up and I said, you see? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is what you're capable of.
Yeah. But you know what's so crazy? You know what was crazy about that?
Yeah.
That because you played a part, because obviously I was going through a mad time at at that time, because obviously everyone sees it when we're all happy and stuff, but this industry, gets you frustrated at times, innit? So it's like, I think at the time it was like we had the movie deal, and then the movie deal kind of like, it got put on pause. So I was like, fuck this, I'm going to New York. Went New York, I was like over there just like working with a producer and all of that type of thing. And when I met you and we spoke, and then at the same time I was having FaceTime calls with Arnold.
What?
Listen to this. So whilst we're basically talking, I'm in the most shittest place ever, bro. Like probably that I can add. Yeah, sorry, guys. I was there, but mentally, I think I was just in a place where I was just kind of like low. And it wasn't low in regards to like my own life. It was just kind of like in regards to my career. I just felt like I've been on TV, I've done everything, and there was just a glass ceiling. I'm like, bro, I don't know what else to do. And Arnold would just call me, and like, with me and Arnold, we have these things where we're on the phone, and we'll come up with ideas, and then he'll be like, nah, man, nah, trust me, bring that back, man. Nah, all right, cool. So he's been telling me, like, Jazz, bruv, trust me, bring back the barbershop thing. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not on it, bruv. It's too hard to get everybody back together. It's hard work. He's like, nah, trust me, bruv. I'm going to write with you. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, Arnold, I don't know, man. So we ended the convo. He calls me back. Like, Jazz, trust me, bring it back.
I was on the he
was on one.
Yeah. And obviously, I took a break from in front of the camera stuff. And when you take a break and you're doing behind the scenes stuff, it's harder to come back in because now it's like anxiety, all these things. It's like, I'm not ready. I need it to be the right project. Or you know all these excuses you make. And I remember, I still get stopped about Smokey Barbers. Like, oh yeah, Smokey Barbers. That was annoying me. I'm like, brother, I've been on Netflix. I've been Smokey Barbers is the smallest thing I've done, bro. Yeah. So I get annoyed. I always make jokes with him. Like, how you stop me for that? And I remember I was on two boys. I don't know where you are. I can't remember who you are. But you two played a good part of this. They stopped me on the train, DLR train, so that they know if they watch it. And
that narrows it down.
Yeah, because they're the only two that saw me on the DLR train. So anyway,
you only been stopped by two people
on the DLR train. Yeah, that talked about Smokey Barbers.
You got a car, that's why.
So rich. Yeah, I ain't got a car, so I don't know about that. So anyway, so they stopped man, talked about it, and I was like, raw, like they were proper talking about it. And I was like, so what? If man bought it back, Because I remember I was like, you're not in the mood. Sometimes when I get stuck, you know, you're not in the mood.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
bro, I'm not in the mood. So I was kind of on my, and I apologized. I was on kind of on my sluggish mode.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, for them just looking at, because they follow, you know what? You can.
That's mad, man. But yeah, like I think that, you know, with Jazzie Barbers, yeah, the best thing about it is just getting everyone back together.
Yeah, but you went in the process.
No,
so basically,
but
yeah. So basically,
just
so that
saying.
happened now, and then obviously I told the youth, you know what? Big you lot up, man. I want to talk to Jazz. That goes back to that conversation of when I called him again.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, man, I love the ending, man.
He was like, yeah.
The
So
punchline.
I remember when we was writing it, I didn't want to put Humza in because I was like, Humza's just not going to give the script any justice. And it took me a while to think of punchlines. And Jazzie had to go through the punchlines.
Took you a long while.
A long while to think of some punchlines.
And this is them. This is them every day.
I'm a real.
Could
you watch Humza for 30 minutes straight?
No one's going to answer back.
A movie. Could you watch a movie with Humza?
Listen, Humza's fans will go crazy.
You know, his fans, forget his fans. Yes. Forget his fans. No.
Yes.
Fans. I'm talking to the rules.
Yes.
Can you watch a movie?
Wallahi, I can.
With Humza?
And everyone's coming through.
Would you watch a one-man film with Humza? You would. Yeah, of course, bro.
We'll have a biscuit, brother.
So anyway, we wrote that, and I remember Jazzie was not on it. He wanted to come back with the parodies, and I'm like, bro, nah. Trust me. Let's do the Smokey first. And finally, one day, Jazzie said, you know what? Say no more. We're gonna do it. And I remember we was like, cool. We'll write it. Boom, boom, boom. And I was meant to be a cast member and everything. Was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And then, obviously, my own personal reasons as to why. No, that was rubbish. I didn't get kicked off.
Yeah.
Just the money obviously wasn't enough.
Nah, I'm cheap, bro. It's £20 an episode.
Well,
so we was like, yeah,
don't say that, bro. The next episode, you'll really get that.
I was like, yeah. So yeah,
perfect.
So we remember that, and you know, we ended up just changing the angle to it, and you know, we was meant to do it. And I remember me and Jazzie was having like a back to back about the dates and all them stuff. And I remember Jazzie was so not on it, and he was like, you know what? If that's the case, then we just won't shoot it. Cool, whatever. I'm like, raw, like, give me an option, bro.
Do you know what? The reason why I was like that, you know, I don't know if it's like this for a lot of people, yeah? When you've taken so much time out sometimes, it's a scary place.
Yeah, to come back.
To come back because it's like, I don't even know, like, you don't even know if you still got it.
Yeah.
Like, it starts to become like, I don't know. Can I still do it? It's like when you play football and you're injured.
Yeah.
Can you still bang in 30 goals?
I think as humans, we all think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all have had that kind of moment. But I think at the same time, that's the dumbest thing ever. Because it's like, bruv, we've accomplished so much and we haven't finished. We've just begun, yeah? If you can do something, just taking a bit of time out doesn't mean anything. It's all in the mind. It's all about confidence.
Sorry to cut you, but I feel like...
That is the person. That is the boss.
I do that.
Sorry to cut you.
But he was like 2 fingers and he'll just...
Hey, yo. That's that OG... Hey, yo, sorry to cut you, buddy. Chill.
Dog.
The reason why I was basically saying that, is I feel like when we do all of that, it's like... I think it's based on the money as well. So you see, for example, like when you look at it in America, right? Like say, for example, everything that we've done, we should, if this was America, we should have all been like, it would be like millionaires, bruv. You know what I mean? So now you're looking at your stuff like, yeah, cool, I'm nice.
Yeah.
But when you're working so hard, and then you kind of feel like there's nothing really happening, you're just like, bruv, do you know what I mean? What's going on? And I feel like that's why a lot of people get to a point where they quit.
But that's what I said as well, like from the beginning, like, and I think you've said this to Jazzie as well, like raw messaging in the podcast. You know, sometimes like you can't wait for that phone call from a mainstream channel to say, oh, we have a show for you guys. Because we know what it is.
You know what I think is that when you're
that was a good one. That was a good comeback. He come back like, bro, that's it. Yeah, go.
But the fact is, it's like you shouldn't wait for that phone call. You should just take it in your own hands and do your thing. No, it's not. Bro, look, as in, like Jazzies Barbers,
Yeah.
Guaranteed, whether it does well or not or whatever, but you've made something out of nothing. Yeah? And that's all it is. You just need to keep creating. And
Yeah.
You know, if the time's going to happen, you know, for you to get a show on mainstream or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that was my problem. Is not about getting a show made, because as Jazzie would tell you, I've always been an advocate for the urban.
Of course,
yeah, exactly.
He used to be the guy that used to tell me, listen, I used to be like, bruv, man's rolling to BBC, fam, Channel 4. He's like, bruv, you don't need it. I'm like, bruv, I'm bouncing, fam. I ain't doing no more urban. That's it. Man rolling with Ant and Date now. You know what I mean?
It's never that. My thing is just, you know, wanting to make the content make sense. When you start off as, like, for example, Gigs, he had that era where he was the hardest. Then, remember when he come back after prison, he even tells you he made some whack songs. Because it was like, it's like you're just coming back for the sake of coming back. Yeah. You're like,
without no real goal.
I'm not making any sense right now. And I think this Jazzies Barbers happened because I even tell him, I've seen Jazzie in his producer mode, and it's been beautiful to see. Because me and Jazzie talk every day. Unfortunately, he always calls me.
You never called me.
Oh, shut man. You don't even pick up your phone. You don't pick up your phone.
Because he's always famous, man. But yeah, so
I have to see you in The Guardian and that.
I see Jazzie in his element, and it's been such a beautiful thing to see, because it's like, for me, when we spoke about it, I remember, like I said, we spoke about it, and he was like, okay, cool, whatever. I get a phone call, I think a month later or something, I forgot about it. I've all taken on new script submissions, I've all joined new writers' rooms. I'm on a different thing now. Writing, like, projects are on me now. I've taken advance money, all this stuff. He's called me like, yo, yeah, so UNiDAYS, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, brother, what? You've been missing that. So he's like, yeah, boom, that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna run it, boom, boom, 6. I'm like, bro, it's not that easy. It's not like man. We had a month, bro, because we said in this month he just ghosted, bro, and come back with the pattern, and it's grateful to have UNiDAYS on board, because you know they've added that so I can't lie, they've added that source to it that we needed, and given, you know, our script writing, our producing, and all that a level to kind of level up. You know what I mean? So that phone call was good, because it's been hard to get these scripts, and Jazz knows he's been on, man.
Yeah,
I've been on him, and we're back and forth so much.
We've been on top of each other.
Damn.
You was in a hotel in New York, bro, so let's not go there.
No, I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that hotel. I had my own. I was at my cousin's house.
Yeah, of course. So basically, so it's like
in Harlem, baby.
It's a beautiful thing to see, because it's a good partnership, because we both played our position, played our role.
Yeah. And I'm in the podcast as well, just wanna.
Yeah, but you're not really, like, you're there because no one else could make it at this time. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we could have Asia, we would have like Asia.
This is what they do. I'm telling you,
when he told me I was doing it with Humza, I was so angry. I was like, this is the why.
I'm gonna take the limelight.
No, it's not. I don't mind the limelight. I just don't want to be in episode.
This is
such a crap episode. Like,
whenever we're with them,
I'm just trying to hug my.
Let's get back on. Let's go.
Let's comedy in it, and he got me with him.
Oh, look at him about.
Doesn't respect me at all, bro.
I wanted to talk to you, Humza, quickly. I wanted to talk to you.
Can I be a part of it as well?
Yeah. About the process of, like, just starting the barbershop.
Oh, but the process of acting, get out.
You was actually.
Process. Why don't I give him something?
No.
The process of getting.
Answer something. Yeah, I want some time, man.
Yeah, give him some time.
It's kind of been taken by the people. I don't want to mention names. Squeezy.
Arnold.
Talk to us about what a lot of people don't know. What inspired I'm going to tell you a quick fact. The barbershop stuff actually got inspired by me sitting down with Humza. You remember that day?
It was actually.
But how come he's never been credited once though?
Yeah, that's true.
Humza's actually never been. I got credited.
I know.
I'm
Asian.
This guy.
So basically, I wanted to make something with Jazzie. So I had 10 ideas, I remember, and I came actually to the barbershop.
Yeah.
And number 10 was have like a barbershop thing.
Yeah.
Because I knew that, you know, he had links with that. And then, and then he took it and then he made an amazing show and I wasn't in the credits.
And you was in it and not credited as a creator.
But he's my boy, so it's mine, isn't it?
Just a sucker. But listen, so what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we've all come together. You know,
I don't even know why I was doing that, sir.
We've all come together.
What am I doing?
As writers, creators, producers, actors. Obviously, you know, like I said, it was hard to get Humza to be funny, but I think Humza was the star of the show. That boils down to writing as well. I'm never going to give it
I honestly think if you look at the first season of the show and then you watch what's about to happen now, I honestly believe that, like, everyone...
Humza shine, I can't lie.
Humza?
Ask Jazz, and I've never said this, honestly. And I was always big in this guy when I was watching. I was like, bro, Humza.
I think Humza really. I think
shined in
Humza's
this
definitely.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Big thing.
I
What you
think
believe is that you're
sick
not
on
funny,
this one.
but this one you shined in.
Thank you, man. I mean, I love how you put the sentence together, man.
I think Humza was definitely
mad.
sick on it.
100%
Also, I want to just say a big shout out to the cast as well, man, because I feel like, especially A-Dot, big up A-Dot as well. That was with us.
To outshine Jazzie.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that everyone outshined
Listen,
Jazzie.
everyone, everybody. But do you know what? To be honest with you, like I said, with this show, it was never really about me. Like it's like
Jazzies Barbers not about Jazzie.
nah. I just wanted the name, you know. I just wanted the name.
Yeah, it's not about him.
It's not about me. I just wanted the name. But all in all, like the whole when we sat down with
And this is not digital dancing. It's created by, produced by, edited by, held by, talked
that took like 3
by,
minutes.
touched by, licked by. Like digital, you can't do everything, bro. Have you not got the production? Bro?
Watched by.
it's bare name.
Watched by.
On our last one, hey, bro. On our last,
everything, bro.
I love digital at times.
At
Yeah,
one point, he
but
changed
listen,
from Digi Dan to Digital Dan in the same credit.
he had.
Yeah.
If you look back at the credits,
Digi Dan, Digital
the
Dan.
guy
progressed
had
in the credits.
for everything, bruv. Like everything, food by digital Dan.
It was
Like
everything.
It was mad.
But at least all Jazzie took was the title. But it's good because we've come together and all the jokes aside, Humza is amazing. And I think Hamza's done a sick job in this, man. Just
sick.
bringing the cat. Because you know what? Sometimes it's been Smokey was in 6 years ago, and to see Humza still play that. Because Hamza's a big man, you know, dog. Like he's a big 40-year-old man, bro. But him to still be able to play the how old Darry Badman?
About 9 years, 8 years, yeah.
No, how old is he? Like, how old's your character? How old
I don't. You don't have an yeah.
I would say he's about 18, right? But when you watch this, like every time you watch Humza in Darry Badman Element, you would believe that he is an 18-year-old boy, like he's the character. And I think after 6 years,
I love the way Humza's just looking at him like, yeah,
he's waiting for something to come. He's waiting for something.
We gonna talk after the camera, baby.
Nah, but honestly, no. All just aside, honestly, and watching him play the character 6 years later, because sometimes after 6 years you think, can you still play the character? And I saw Humza play that character, and the way he delivered the script. Because obviously, when you're writing a script, right, and you're writing for other creatives, it's always a scary thing of, is he gonna do the line the way you said
exactly.
it?
I think that for a comedian as well, especially like obviously that these guys are my boys, so I know they'll tell me how it is, and they're writing it. But obviously, it really helps when these guys are comedians anyway. Like they know comedy inside and out. So I know that when they're writing a line, they know that well they're hoping that you can hit that line the way they want to. So it's it does make it easier when you guys are writing it anyway, for me anyway, because, as I said,
know you. So when we're writing it, we know who we're writing for, because the way, like even the process that me and Jazzie did when we write, it's just,
it's mad.
It's mad. Like me and Jazzie, as we was writing this, haven't linked up once.
Yeah, for real. We've never sat down once to actually make this.
Let me not say that, because if people don't like it, they'll be like, that's why. You know, people like, oh, that's why it's scrapped.
Yeah, that's why. Nah, but we had a process. It was a good process. They should have linked up.
But we haven't linked up once. We've literally had creative processes. However, we have to have it. It's either Jazzie's calling me at 1 in the morning, or Jazzie's calling me in the afternoon, or we're FaceTiming, or we're talking via voice notes, which Jazzie hates. Jazzie loves the phone. I'm trying to tell him, let me think. You can't.
Man got unlimited calls.
This guy loves phone calls. He doesn't like to just send you
unlimited calls, bro.
Like he'd rather tell you on the phone. But when Dad told you, it would be 3 hours on the phone of him telling you it. So I'm like, make that 3 hours condensed into like a minute worth.
Mo's agreeing because he knows.
It's like, brother, this guy does not want this. I'll be like, bro, just send me everything you need. All he has to do is send me 3 names. But no, I need to talk to you about it. I'm like, what do you need to talk about? Just give me the 3 names.
I have to. That's
so
how I
think about something.
Listen, anyone that knows me, it's either this.
Just 3 names, bro.
When it comes to the creative process, if I don't meet you, I'm speaking to you on the phone for time. If I'm with you, I'm walking, I'm pacing, and I'm throwing ideas. That's just my process. I like it.
No, but it works. That process does work, because when we're on the phone, more ideas will come. And we might say, okay, this is the episode, this is how we want it to be, this is what we're going to do, let's get to it. But then we talk on the phone, and that turns to that, and it becomes a big idea. And I think the process of making Smokey Barbers, man, I say was a beautiful process, and I wouldn't have
Jazzies Barbers, let's get it right.
The process of making Jazzies Barbers, Jazzies Barbers.
Point of turning up.
But it's not about him though. But the process of making Jazzies Barbers
It actually ain't about me.
But let's just get the name right. Let's not.
Let's get the name right.
Let's call it Jazzies Barbers. It's not about you. But yeah, so Jazzies Barbers, which is his name actually, is Rodney.
Yeah, but he doesn't want any credit.
Yeah, doesn't want any credit for Jazzies Barbers. It's a show about him.
I don't want any credit.
Bro, when you watch the show,
I've just got licked off the thing. I feel like we need to give.
When I first saw it, I was looking at the credits, man. I was like, guys, mum, dad, everyone, come. Look, I made the idea for this, and then no one.
No, that wasn't. No, when we sat. No, when we sat down. No, when
I think they spelled it digital.
No,
Dan.
That's what. I think it's a code.
Like I did.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah.
Oh, what? We wrapping it up? Listen, I think Arnold.
That was a good 7-hour podcast, isn't it?
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was nice, man. But seriously, it was a good little, good little chat. We're probably gonna talk again after, anyway. But yeah,
edit it up anyway.
you're gonna cut it up and stuff, yeah.
Bare stuff.
Nah.
You're not gonna take out bare stuff.
Just gonna bang it on.
Just gonna bang it on full
Raw.
on.
Yeah.
It's raw. They want it raw like that. See, this is what I'm saying. So it's cool anyway.
Remember that guy that was all filming you when he kept saying that the dirty shop was filming that thing with you. Me, you, and Kyle.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What?
I don't like him, bro.
See, they started again. Hey, listen.
You're like one simple joke.
Hey, listen. You lot, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, Humza.
Thank you, man.
We covered every
thank you,
week,
man. Thank you, bro. Arnold,
Thank you, man.
Arnold, bless.
Tangents, man.
Yeah.
Tangents.
Hey, listen.
PZ.
You know, this has been Podcuts.
So much
Catch
gold,
you again
man.
next week.
Podcuts.
Shabba.
But it's not about you, though, but you ended up with your show. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a show.
And it's gonna end with.
Yeah, he's got his head chair.
Was that alright?
Everybody must be strong.
Get off of me, man. I told you, we're either trimming or keep it moving.
He was into cross-dressing, he used to wear thongs, all of that.
Fam, please, we don't want you to man. We don't want you to man. Please, we don't want you to man.